Okay, I am going to show you how we are going to be using some flat books in our reading journals. We may also use them in our science, social studies, probably not so much in writing, but I wanted to show you how this will work. So you will be given a piece of paper, and this week it is making predictions that go along with our Edward the Emu writing. So when you look at these, you're going to see there's questions to them. You are going to cut your paper so that it fits. Sometimes I'll have already cut it for you so that it will fit neatly into your journal without the paper sticking over the side or over the top. You want it to fit so it's not going to stick out, and that way it'll stay neat. Now the second thing you're going to do is you are going to cut. It doesn't matter to me if you cut these extra spaces off. As long as this paper fits neatly, that is fine. You are going to now cut in between each one of the flaps, but you are going to stop here. You don't want to cut this tab, and I'll show you why in a little bit. So I've cut my first one. I'm going to cut my second one, and then my last one. So right now it's kind of like a little, maybe a hula skirt, but it's not a toy, so we won't play with it. But we will open up our books, and the best way to glue this in is to turn it upside down, and you can see I have the side that is not cut. I am going to take my glue stick. I'm going to turn it up just a little bit so that there's a little bit showing, and then I am going to do a couple lines across just the part that was not cut. Then I'm going to turn my glue stick down so that the top doesn't get glued to the bottom. Click it shut. Then I am going to take this, and I like to line it up over here with my red line a little bit, and it just gives me more room if I need to write a little bit longer. So I have this glued in now, just like that. Then what you're going to do is you're going to read the first question. So where do you think this story takes place? This should be answered before you listen to the reading, based on the cover of the book. So what you will do is you will take your flap. You can even kind of bend it so it stays back here, and you're going to write your answer using complete second grade sentences right here. So if you thought this story took place on the moon, you would say, I think this story takes place on the moon, and you would write it on those lines. It doesn't take place on the moon, so please don't write that one. It was just an example. So you will go through and you will answer each question underneath the flap. So whenever you see an assignment that says the flap book, this is what the flap book is, and that is how you put it into your journals.